Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry. And we're back for some more Horizon Zero Dawn today. We have gotten inside of Maker's End, and we've got to go to Ted Farrow's office. I feel like Ted Farrow's like the CEO of some big evil corporation. At least it sounded like it. I mean, it could just be that that's just his title. But he's really some military contractor trying to stop the end of the world. I am actually not really sure. What I do know is one of these rooms had like a log in it that I could read or listen to. So I probably want to jank around with that. See, that's the elevator room. This is a mystery corridor that leads to a tore-up cave. Could have sworn one of these rooms had some type of log in it. It was this one.
Protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded, so that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to black quartz standard. Your words. Look. If you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Hearts Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Oh, so he put a backdoor into... So this guy did make those machines. The evil before time machines, and he put in a backdoor code that was supposed to allow him to take control of it, and maybe that allowed a hacker to take control of it, and they turned it against everybody. Maybe, I don't know. That's a real mouthful right there. Gonna be real honest. Okay, well, let's go down the mystery hallway. I'm sure it's full of nothing but the friendliest stuff imaginable. So Ted Farrow's a dick. That's basically the takeaway here.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic Chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising.
Okay, so this is like...
Automated solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So... they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Alright, so they did make all this shit and they fucked it up. Alright, well that's fair. Alright, data log, data corrupted. What does this say? Field Commandant Dang of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. Sander Agnew, Vice President of the Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Wait, so there's like a agricultural firm buying murder robots, and there's a coffee company. Okay, so I totally called it. These are totally like the corporate robots that were in RoboCop. So that happened, called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled, actually more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans and that Fresh Grounds acquisition team was tried to take their fields. By force, repeatedly. I think Commandant Dang had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. Okay, so basically, this technology was just everywhere, and when something bad happened, it just went amok, like immediately. Okay. That's like deeper than I thought it was. So, where did I come out of? I came through here. Is there anything else through any of these other doors? Anything in this room? This just looks like a server and R&D room. I think it's actually really cool that all of the holographic interfaces are all still functional after all this time. So was that everything that was back here? I guess it was. So then we can continue on into somebody's office, I would assume.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
Okay. So these are new. Let's see. Bio, Elizabeth Sobeck. Elizabeth Sobeck, born March 11, 2020, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13, earning a BS in experimental physics. And computer science at age 16, she completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligent design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040, and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year. Rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22, over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in revitalizing environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAST to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAST, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technology. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. Okay, that's cool. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, the largest corporation of all time. The world's wealthiest individual and the first ever trillionaire, born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAST. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular line of personal servitors and bodyguard bots, and exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of the decade, FAST opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAST has made Mr. Faro the world's best-known businessman, one of the most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. Faro Automated Solutions is an American multinational corporation or corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life. Through its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS is ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row. Basically they're doing military, they make a lot of money in military, and it's scary how much money they make. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, whoever this is knows stuff about what happened before the calamity. So either he is a robot, or he is somebody who was in, like, stasis for a long time.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
Nothing. So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Yeah, Aloy has a good point. Like, why stop making some weapons and start making others? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe this was all some sort of plot where he wanted to become king of the world or something. I mean, it would be cheesy, but I don't know at this stage what I would expect in particular. So, I still gotta go to Pharaoh's office. Is it back up in here, I guess? There's some, like, holographic display posters. So what does this say? Complaint. Hey, reception, if that's your real name, want to know who schedules Indo Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain, because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting, and what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with what? That's right, combat machines. Which they will pay us a lot of money for. Okay, so this company was like corrupt on all levels, basically. They were a-holes. The least surprising thing that we'll discover all day. Alright, so... Oh, things are going well. Yeah, very well. I guess I'm going down.
To get back up.
Oh, okay, that was a little weird. Everybody's favorite, falling down holes. All the technology in the world couldn't save Faro Industries from being turned into just some primitive tribesman's jungle gym. So where am I going from here? I guess... I probably should have gone over and around. Oh well, no biggie. No, not over there, please and thank you. Or hop all the way down, it's cool. I wasn't trying to go anywhere or anything, Aloy. Where the heck? Oh, here's the ramp. I was about to be really spicy if I was, like, even further down than the ramp. Okay, once more with feeling this time, shall we? You know, it wasn't until I tried to play the new, The Last Guardian game that I really started to appreciate
Made it.
how important proper contextual controls are for climbing, because that game does not have it, that is for sure. There is a reason why it was immediately discounted when I bought it. So what do we got in here? I feel like there's a power core in here someplace. We've got 3 consoles that we can interact with. And all manner of other stuff in here as well. We've got computer terminals that have all been greased over by what would I call it? Stalagmites and geological formations. Rocks. It's all covered in rocks.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management.
Whoops, I wanted to finish that. Dang it. I thought it would just keep going.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package.
Alright, well basically, that thing's a really scary scout robot, the Corruptors. And they're designed to hack other robots, so yeah, this is like ground zero for all this stuff.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
Okay, so those giant drill things that were trying to kill everybody back in the Nora lands were actually Horus machines, huh? Okay, so those, good thing those are dead, because they'll make more Corruptors otherwise.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Okay, so I hear biomass conversion a lot from these little holographic projections. I'm taking it to mean that that means they ate the world. Like, they legit turned everything that's alive
Looks like the way up.
into fuel.
What's left of it.
Okay, that's where I came in. That's the hologram room. Here is the meeting room. Oh, you see, this is what happened. All of the cost projections were way off. Our stock prices fell. See, this is why you can't just have a college dropout be your CEO. Your projections fall, Skynet gets mad and takes off because they can't buy that house in Bermuda and destroys humanity. This is why you can't have nice things. What's in here? We've got goodies that I probably don't need. Okay, and an audio log, I think. Spiritual Summit, Ted Faro. What's this say? Recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I, and FAS in general, have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense. As in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent. No books, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. What if I told you that religious leaders don't really give a shit how much money you spend? That's kind of the shtick with them, especially the Dalai Lama. Is that everything? What's in here? More stuff. I'm looking for another power cell, because I'm pretty sure there's one in here. Campus log? Do I care about a campus log? Oh, people are violently protesting FAS. Okay. I guess they were ticking people off.
Angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Oh, you know what? I bet they caused whatever calamity. I bet those self-replicating robots of theirs probably got loose, huh? I'll bet that's exactly what happened. Those giant drilling platforms that can pierce bunkers, those Horuses probably got loose and started doing whatever they wanted to.
It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Okay, so we're back outside.
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
I would have figured most of this would have been just in a bunker, but I guess this isn't even a bunker at all. It's more of a, it's more of just an old skyscraper, and that just happens to be the entryway down there. Hope she's not getting cold enough to start dying out here. Or we could just fall down. That's cool, too. But yeah, I hope Aloy's not going to start dying on me, because that's going to be really awkward to explain to the rest of the world when I can't save them, huh? Uh-huh. Up you go. There we go. Atta girl. Ooh, there's glowing wire. Glowing wire is good, right? Doesn't mean doom. Man, I don't even know where I'm going anymore. What is this? This is an audio log.
This that began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Alright, so yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Oh, this is just another case. The old military-industrial complex going a little too crazy. We all just need to grab a nice cup of coffee and just wait for this whole thing to blow over. That's what I've learned over time. Okie doke. So bed stuff is... Oh, alright. Almost fell to my death there. That was almost a little bit bad, Larry. Okay, well, this is getting more and more sinister as we get deeper and deeper in here. So I think we're going to leave off here for this episode because we've gone through a lot of information. I'll continue this whole string of thought next time.
In my throat.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody, and I will catch you next time. We're getting to the heart of the matter here in this particular old ruin. So let's hope that that continues. So until then, bye, everybody, and have a good one.